shouldn't know. I got secrets.
Good morning, Stephanie Kemmerman, the Stock Whisperer, here with today's daily dark pool whispers for Tuesday, July 28th, 2020. All right, we're going to start with the SPY. It has the most volume in the morning. That's why I always start mapping that out first, by the way. We are going to be bullish above this 323. We had some real-time prints yesterday. I did post those guys out on the app, but just give me 1 second. And oops, I'm just going to show you guys over here. They were really quite large, those real-time prints, so definitely worth mentioning. It's like 1.6, and then we had 1.5, right? So we had this 1.5 print, which was fairly large yesterday at 322. And then we had 322, I think it was like 84. I know we had another one in here also. And that was also fairly large. That's why I'm going with the 323 level. Yep, bullish above that today. See if we can break above that. And obviously bearish below 322. I wanted to give it just a tad more room. 321.50 for those levels today. We'll see what dark pool comes in today on the SPY. Let's go to the E-minis. E-minis, we're going to be bullish above 32.35. And we are going to be bearish below 32.20. Kind of been look at, we're going sideways. Yeah. So consolidation period, we'll see which way they want to take this. But the IWM, we're going to be bullish above 148. And we are going to be bearish below 146.50. Let's head on over to the Nasdaq, the Qs. Yeah, so look where the Qs are on this chart. I mean, it doesn't get any worse than being stuck in between the 4 and the 8 EMA, right? And then you have the 15 EMA and the 20 simple moving average. You got 4 moving averages. Those algos are going to be like ping-ponging back and forth till we finally make a move up or down. So patience until we make that move. We'll be bullish above 261. That'll be above the recent dark pool activity that we had at 260.48, 260.77. Those were big levels, and we're still hanging around there. So we'll be bearish below 259 for the QQQs. Let's go to the Nasdaq. Of course, we got Apple's big earnings coming out soon. Nasdaq bullish above 10,712, bear below 10,625 for the Nasdaq. Let's head on over to the oil futures. Hold on a minute. Let me get those guys for you. All right, so this is really interesting. Yeah, the levels I mapped out for you today for the oil futures are really based on these longer term trend lines. Yeah, see this? The question I have is, we have big oil prints. Is this a dreaded H? All right, that's when you go like this, you go up, and you roll down the hill. Or are we going to break above this trend line? Yeah, these two trend lines are really powerful. So I'm going to go back to a 5-minute chart and just show you. They are here. This is the first one. And the other one is hidden. Yeah, it's right there behind the R2 level. Right? So these are so important. If we have that dreaded H, we're just going to be rolling down the hill from here. So let's watch this very carefully. We do have big oil numbers coming out on Exxon and Chevron at the end of the week. So that could definitely be the reason that we start to finally move at the end of the week. Yeah, they could be waiting for that. So patience until that happens. Just wanted to point out the patterns and the trend lines for you guys that are trading oil. But today, for the day trade, we'll be bullish above 41.80, above this first trend line. We might go and test that second one. Or bearish below 41.25. If we do start to roll early, that would be our trade to the downside. All right, let's go to the gold futures. And waiting for data. There we go. Gold futures. Yeah, so what did they do last night while we were sleeping? They were up to all sorts of partying. All the way close to 2,000, right? That's my high-end target. Came so close. That's why we definitely want to take profits. Cut the line before that happens. Looks a little bit up-thrusty right now on the weekly chart, but again, it's only Tuesday. Yeah, let's see if they really take this parabolic or not. We did have some late prints on the IAU this morning. Let me show you those for a second. Let me just put up IAU. These are from yesterday. Yeah, they're printing them now. Look at these. Yeah, by the way, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million. I got two more. I just posted some for you on the app. We got two more. These are actually from yesterday. They're just posting them late today. So show you. So something's definitely happening here on I. Are they selling at the top? We saw them buying at the bottom. So the question is, are they selling at the top or are they buying more and we're going to go even higher? So we shall see. But let's head on over to those gold futures once again. All right. So for the day trade, yeah, you can see it's been having trouble on this Camarilla. We're going to be bullish above 1942.50 and bear below 1910. Yeah, so if we go below S1 again, look out. And then if we go above here, yeah, that's going to be bullish. But definitely watch that IAU today. All right, let's go to the silver futures, which hit my target last night while we were sleeping. Well, some of us. I go to sleep early. But yep, we hit that trend line. See, it's in green, 26. I know I got some feedback on Twitter saying my targets were a little crazy, but look at this chart. I mean, this is so typical that we came right to where there was resistance. Well, it was once support and it's now resistance. So yeah, I mean, this is what gold did a little while back. Silver's just a little bit late, but that's all right. We follow the pattern of gold. So if that happens, right, we go to where there's resistance, we pull back. If we can break above this 26 in the next coming days or months or years, took a long time to get there, 30. 30 is my next big target, and then 35. Yeah, 35 area for sure. We have some right there. That would be, we go like this, and then up here, and so forth. We just take it level to level, dark pool to dark pool, and follow those prints. But for the day trade, for you guys that want to trade silver futures, bullish above 24.30. We should really break above this pivot area. Bearish below 23.50. If we do start to head down and break below S1, look out below. All right, let's go ahead and go to the individual stocks. And okay. So what happens when metals, silver and gold, hit your targets in the middle of the night while you're sleeping? Yeah, I call it metal abuse. There you go. That's pretty much how we feel. Not being able to get out of those trades, by the way. But that's all right. We've taken really nice profits yesterday. And yeah, metalitis. I like that too, Otis. Oh boy, crazy. We can keep going with this all day. So let's go to NEO. Yeah, still watching. Guess what? We're still in this flag, pennant flag, wedge, whatever you want to call it, with this gap below. Are we going to go down or are we going to go up? Yeah, I'm watching it too. Waiting so patiently. Bullish above 1220 and bearish below 1120. All right, those are the key levels. Key levels for NEO. All right, let's go to the next one. Kodak. Holy cow, hitting all the targets. I know I saw you getting in the Java pit this morning, Otis, so nice entry on this. So apparently they got funding, millions of dollars from the government. Yeah, thank you so much to, who gave me this in the room this morning? Somebody gave me this article. I have not had enough coffee this morning yet. My girl from Oklahoma. Kimber. That's right. Thank you, Kimber. Kodak lands $765 million U.S. loan in start of medical supply chain. I don't know about you guys, but that kind of scares me. All right, they're going to get into drugs. Photography into drugs. I wonder what they're going to be putting into that. That is weird. Isn't that weird, guys? Am I the only person that thinks this is weird this morning? Like, did I have enough coffee this morning? It's not really weird to Doug? We'll talk about that later, Doug. Yeah, they're making hydroxychloroquine, right? I don't know. It's weird. Okay, but anyway, it's up. We could trade it. Yeah, it's already gone through the roof. Let's just see if there's anybody, since it did hit all the targets already. Yeah, I mapped this one out really early for you. There is a seller at 845 on the book, on the ARCA book. And let's look on the iNet. This is the Nasdaq book viewer, otherwise known as the dark pool, the Instinet machine that I used to sit in front of back in the day. I'm just looking to see where the sellers are lined up. So 880, there's a guy, yeah, 880. Yep, take profits. Oh, see how we went to 875? Yeah, that's usually what I'm going to freeze this for a second. See that 875? Yeah, there's a reason for that, because there's a guy loaded to sell right here. Biggest guy, 15,000 right now at 880. And usually they have more at those levels. They refresh, but they're showing their hand. Yep, so that could be the top for Kodak. I don't know what they're going to be developing, but something is going on there. All right, let's go to gold again. GLD, though, will be bullish above 182.50 and bear below 180.50 for a retracement trade. Yeah, so on these retracement trades, see what they do. They usually take it down to the 4 EMA and it bounces up. There are always computers loaded to buy there on the daily chart. If we do go below the 4, then they would take it to the 8. So always watch those if you're going to be trading anything, really. Let's go to Intel. Massive prints, you guys. Massive, holy moly prints on Intel. So normally institutions like to sell the second day after earnings. That's what we saw. The third day, or in this case, they might be buying, right? Third day, if we make a higher high, higher low than the day before, above average volume, in this case, if we close above the prints, that's when I'll dip a toe in. Yep, on the long side. We'll see. Yeah, really key. Watch these levels, 49.47, 49.50. Let's see if we close above 49.50, but this is going to be a great trade. If we don't, bearish below 48.80. Could have a big splash. All right, big prints cause big splashes, so just stay on the right side of them. Apple earnings July 30th on Thursday after the market closes. That's what AMC means. We're going to be bullish above 380. And we're going to be bearish below 377.50 for Apple. Let's talk about GE. GE has earnings tomorrow before the market opens, BMO. We had a 40 million print at 675, and they have been hugging that print level up and down. It keeps magnetically getting right back to it. So there's something going on there. This could be a good day trade. Normally, I would never, ever suggest GE for a day trade. The only times would be really the days it might have massive prints or earnings. So we have earnings tomorrow. Please be careful if you're going to hold it into earnings. Make sure you have a good low-risk trade on if you want to do that. But it could be a good day trade today if it does start to move ahead of it. Again, if it closes weak, it doesn't mean the earnings are bad. If it closes strong, it doesn't mean the earnings are going to be good. They do that. They fake you out all the time during earnings season. I know a lot of my traders have strangles on this, getting prepared for a big move off that big print. So let's see what happens. But it could be a good day trade. So bear below 668. And look at that. We went to 668. Isn't that crazy? And bounced. Why do you think that happened? Well, I'm going to show you why that probably happened. Just so happens we have a Camarilla pivot there. Yep. That's why I chose that level, by the way. All right. So we'll see if we go below that or not today. Okay, let's go to GDX. GDX, we're going to be bullish above 43.52. Wasn't really crazy about this trade today. Yeah, I didn't really love where it was positioned because it's going to have resistance at the body of this candle from yesterday. Yep, and pretty tight, already hit support. But because we have those late IAU prints, I figured, you know what? Maybe we're going to have a pretty big move today again. I don't know. But bullish above 43.52 and bearish below 42.50. If we do go below the 4 EMA, then there's, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Then there's a trade to the downside to this 8 EMA there. All right, let's, we have two more earnings. After earnings on MACD, McDonald's. Definitely volume just came in. Look what we did. So they already took it up to 201.25. $1.25 increments are so powerful, you guys. How many of you here did not know that? $1.25 increments. Good lesson. At McDonald's, see how they're giving us these levels on the right side of the chart? See that? $1.25, 1.25. Guess what? The market trades in eighths. 0.125. For those of you that were trading back in the 90s, 80s, 70s, we traded in fractions, eighths and quarters. And believe it or not, the computers are still trading off these levels. So 0.125 is an eighth and 1.25 really powerful with stocks that are more expensive. Good lesson today. And you can see it so clearly here. Right? We went right to 202.50. Today we went right to 201.25. We came exactly down to 193.75. Look at that. That is not a coincidence. So cool. I love the software that I use, DOS Trader Pro, because it actually gives me these levels. So cool when you can actually see it like that. All right. So a lot of times you'll see me using those levels in the whispers, and now you know why. So I am bullish above 199.25. We've already gone up and hit that 200. So I would watch that 200 level. Yep, right now. If we can go above 200 after the first 10, 15 minutes, bullish. However, bearish below 196 for McDonald's. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how it closes. This is something that would be definitely great to watch for a swing trade. If it closes strong, then this would be great to go along. Look at the weekly chart. You see this? There's nothing ahead of us on the weekly chart. Yeah, so if it closes strong above 200, I like it on the weekly for the week. Yeah, so watch that. If not, then I don't like it. All right, that's pretty easy, right? Just use that major level 200 is so key. Let's go to Jetblue. Jetblue. We're going to be bullish above 10.50. Had earnings. I have no idea what the earnings were. I don't really care. I'm just going to follow the price action today. And look, if we close strong above 10.50, that would be bullish. A lot of moving averages here. But if we close below this guy, 980, look out below for JetBlue. So there you have it. Those are your whispers for July 28th. Until next time, happy trading, everybody.
That's my secret. Can you keep it? My secret. My secret.